Hello Aries and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your fortnightly reading for August the 1st through to the 15th. So we are in Leo season and the sun is shining bright because it rules Leo, but it's also exalted in your sign Aries. So I feel like Leo season's always a good period for you. It's a really, really compatible, probably the most compatible energy with you or season that's going to, apart from your own, that's really going to activate you and feel good about some stuff. So let's see what's coming in. We have Cup 6, Neptune, Scorpio. So there's the happiness. We have High Priest, Venus, Taurus, Moon. So there's a commitment coming through here with that. And that's your soul coming in. I just got told the word deep soul happiness. So that's nice. And we also have the Two of Swords, Venus, Libra. But there is a decision to be made here based on that, really coming back to that. And it could be related to something that's occurred in the past to your childhood. There could be some nostalgia for the past, but there's a sense of moving forward, bringing the good stuff with you. I keep getting the word celebration. So for some of you, this is like the sense of a marriage or an engagement, but it is, what I'm getting is that something from the past is kind of being brought forward from your soul, is kind of saying, we need to be bringing this with you. So this could be a long lost dream or a long lost love or someone from the past. And there's a decision around that, around following your heart. And there's also decisions around how you're seeing the past in your childhood. From a soul perspective, how have you had the rose-coloured glasses on around what's occurred in the past or not? So either way, I'm just getting that your soul is wanting to bring you into this new arena with happiness, and it's kind of a process of what are you bringing with you and what are you leaving, and it's very much going through the past and what was there and what was good and what wasn't. So the Ten of Pentacles, fantastic. We're looking at security, stability, home, Three of Pentacles, and even career for some of you. The Death card, this is the big, we were saying transformation. This is the big soul transformation with the Death card coming in. Underneath that, Scorpio, with the Neptune Scorpios coming in really strongly. So, that's something big. And I feel like the words I just got is you are redefining something. You're redefining something that occurred in the past or a perception of the past, and you're redefining that into the present so that you can step into the future. So you're redefining your future. So, the Hermit. So this is going deep. This is going deep, Aries. Here's the Leo energy, the courage, the strength that you've got to make this decision about stepping into this. And this, not sure about it, but there is something divine on offer here that you are considering. So there's an offer coming up that I feel like is coming, because it's happening on a deeper soul level. It could be something that is kind of might feel surprising at the time, but it might also feel like I kind of expected this. It's a surprise, but not a surprise, because there's something deep inside you that kind of knew something like this was coming. And it's a happy surprise. It's something that you're thinking about deepening a commitment, a very strong commitment. And part of that deepening of commitment is commitment to self and commitment to soul. So this could be commitment to a path that you're on at this moment in time, deepening a commitment to a person. This could be deepening a commitment to a career. This could be grounding in, deepening a commitment to a place that you're living. So it can be all sorts of things. You've got the Eight of Cups. That's you walking away from something. And we do have a lot of this cup energy, the Neptune and Scorpio energy. So it could also have some forgiveness associated with this as well. We have the Five of Cups. So there has been some kind of, this is the energy of loss, whether this is coming up now to be looked at, something from the past even is having a hold on you. So it has had a hold, some kind of loss or disappointment from the past has come up, because the universe is wanting you to turn around from that, to redefine that and turn around and see that there is these new possibilities. There's still two cups standing, but you need to turn around into the present, into the future to see that. The Ace of Wands. So this is lovely. That's a real Aries energy coming through, hopes and fears, wanting to get back to being you, getting back to the fire starter, feeling really good. And I feel like this has the opportunity to do it. It's just clearing out something from the past that also brings this amazing personal transformation in. And we have the Hanged Man. So it's almost like enlightening. You're really getting your perspective in your head clear about this in order to start something new, in order to step into something new. So in order to really come back to something that you love. And we have the Ace of Cups here at the base. So this feels exciting. This actually feels like there's a part of you that you lost, or a part of you got lost on the path is what they want me to say. It's not all of you, but there's a part of you and you're reclaiming that now. There's a sense of soul calling. You're calling something back to you. So because this feels like this new start that you're stepping into feels like a soul calling. And so yeah, it's actually very beautiful energy coming through for you. It's very highly kind of spiritual Aries. And we do have on the 8th of August a very highly intense opening of spirit and light, which is the Lion's Gate, the 8th of the 8th. It's also the new moon in Leo. So this is when this is going to start activating, and this is going to be big for you. This is something big is emerging that you are going to start. And we can see that with the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles means that is something big, but it also means that something around childhood, family, or an old sense of security and stability has ended. And it's time to move on and redefine something. And it's crossed by the Three of Pentacles. So it really is saying, Three of Pentacles is all around collaboration, communication, value. So there is a sense that there has been some good aspects of that, but it's really looking at what you value from that and what you want to take with you. And so there's a sense that perhaps something no longer resonates for you really strongly, something no longer holds value for you. You're not seeing the point of this. The energy has died. The soul contract has ended. Something has ended really strongly here. And it's kind of like, sometimes you just naturally stop being friends with somebody, or you naturally just move on. There's a natural passing that's occurring here in your life. It is like a death. It's not an actual physical death. It's like just something is leaving you, and it's something from the past is leaving you. But there might be a sense of nostalgia for that because it could have been good. It doesn't mean this is something bad that's leaving you. It's just a phase is over. Something is over. A stage is over. So it's time to move on. So it's kind of like that energy where, it's just naturally something concluded and you just know it's time. It's time. And where you're moving on to is something, like I said, a new commitment is coming up here. So this doesn't mean you're leaving somebody or leaving something. It can mean that. But if that person or energy is still meant to be in your life, then that will transition into something different and deeper. So just say you're at a job and you get the sense that it just naturally, a project ends. This could be something as small as a project has ended and you're moving on to the next thing, which feels like it's a new commitment. Or it could be that you realise that there's nothing more of value for you at that workplace. It's time to move on to somewhere new. But you might be still working within the same arena. You might get a new job, but this new job is kind of something that you can really embody. So, and it's the same for relationships. It could be that you've been in a relationship for a while and it's a sense that it's either ending or it's deepening. And so it's kind of what we're getting here. And at the base we have the Hermit, which is deep down energy. And this is, finding the answers. This is going very deep and looking for the answers within, because you're crowned by this Death card here, which is this lovely transformation and Scorpio energy. I'm kind of getting with the death energy that, like I said, it's a transition, something is ending, there's a big change, there's a transformation. And sometimes that feels like quite an intense period of transition. And sometimes that clouds, there's a sense that you're moving, but you don't know exactly where you're moving to. And it actually feels really nice. I'm feeling it in my heart. Something is deepening inside your heart and strengthening and grounding inside your heart. And so this Hermit might be that I don't know exactly where this is going, but I just know I have to do it. And it might be a part of you wanting to be reassured that it's going to be okay. A part of you that might be going, I'd like to see further than just 2 steps ahead, but you might not be given those answers because this is such a beautiful internal process that's happening that will be reflecting on the outside. It feels like it has to shift and change internally before you step out into action. So this is a very divine feminine energy, and then we're moving into that. Now, I feel like a lot of you with the 2 of Swords, the Venus, Libra, and the 4 of Cups, so you'll all respond differently. There is a decision to be made to take up what's on offer here. Now, the 2 of Swords is that there can be Libra is your opposite energy. So it could be issues around considering somebody else or somebody else's needs, some hesitation about stepping into this. It could be that there's been a situation where you haven't been able to assert your will or assert yourself into what it is that you truly want. And that's actually shifting and changing. So it actually feels like very positive and actually feels very different energy for you, Aries. It's just a process of transition until you get your fire back, until it comes back, which feels exciting. So recent past, we have the Strength. We are in Leo season. This is a Leo card, but it's also Virgo meets Leo. It's that vulnerable part of you, the maiden, that meets the strength, the lion, the courage, the ego that ego can be good. It can bring you into desire to be wanting to do things. It can give you confidence. So I feel like ultimately there's something in your life that the universe is wanting to mirror back to show you how strong you are. Because they're saying you've now gone through a passage already, just the completion of this cycle. And it may not have been the easiest, it may have been the easiest, but there's so much that you can draw upon from your experiences. There's a lot of experience and resilience that you've developed throughout this. So it really is drawing down on your inner strength, which is fantastic. So in the near future, we have the 4 of Cups, and this is what's on offer. And I feel like it's kind of like you got to take a good look at it. It's an offer of the heart. It's something that could bring you more happiness. And I feel like this could be something quite different, quite big, something that you haven't done before or committed to at this level before. And so there's a little bit of a look before you leap kind of thing. You're not going to rush into this. But at the same time, it's kind of like this feels good because it feels big. It feels like it's a big change. So the 4 of Cups, that could be anything. Whatever this thing that you're committing to on a heart level that's related to security as well, following your heart, following your dreams. So this could be a job offer. It could be a marriage proposal. It could be finding out you're pregnant. It could be come traveling with me. It could be something like let's work together. It could be, you never know what this is going to be. So it's something it's got a surprising element to it, but not unexpected, like I said. So this is you, the 8 of Cups. This is you walking away from something that hasn't been fulfilling, that you realize now it's reached as far as it's going to go along the trajectory that it was heading. That doesn't mean it's not changing path. It doesn't mean it's not changing direction, but you're just letting go, discarding something. So yeah, it actually feels really important, and it's got that, it's with the moon. So I feel like that is around the new moon. There is this new dawn coming. So it does feel really potent around the kind of heavenly bodies. The energy surrounding you, the 5 of Cups, this is where we're talking about that some kind of loss has come up. And it's kind of interesting because we go straight from the 5 to the 6. So something around you is coming up, or it's not, like I said, something from the past, some sort of disappointment. It can be sadness about moving on, because sometimes when we do transition from phases or things end, there can be a lingering, oh, that's over. Even though I wanted it to be, I'm ready for it to finish. It's time for it to move on. So the Five of Cups, what I like is it's gone from and you crowned by the Six, is that you are resolving whatever feelings of hurt or disappointment or sadness that are coming up, or unhappiness that are coming up here with this Five of Cups, and being able to resolve that and move on, and to be able to now look at the past more clearly, look at it and go, I know that's over and I can see the good and the bad. So yeah, see it clearly now, which is actually really positive. Now, this is Hopes and Fears. This is the Ace of Wands, which is the fire starter. There's a lot of water here, a lot of water and earth, and it's kind of like almost like you need to go through that passage. It's not necessarily, a place that, it's not home ground for Aries. This is home ground for you. So you're kind of wanting to get back to getting your fire, getting that ignition started again. And I do feel like this offer has the potential to do that, which is really nice. And this could be, getting your passion back, getting your fire back. So that's really good. We do have the Hanged Man and the Two of Wands. So it is that when you get your head in the right space, and it may be understanding that there needs to be some kind of self-sacrifice, or something needs to be let go of. Again, it's that sense that you're not rushing into something. There's a pause, understanding the reasons on a higher level why you're doing something. You've gained a higher perspective, a clearer perspective from that bird's eye view of spirit. So once you've got that, and this can be your moment of enlightenment, it's like, boom. It just like the light comes on and ready to start, ready to step into something. And understanding, this is what's interesting, is that you are taking something up. You're stepping into the new. You're taking up this new opportunity, but you do have to leave this behind. And that's what this Hanged Man is, letting something go, sacrificing something. And the reason you're leaving it behind is because it's naturally ended anyway. So it's off on the next big adventure, taking the first steps into something new, which is very exciting. It's a wand, so it's the fire. It's going to feel good for you. It's something you really want. This could be, any kind of new idea around business. This could be a new relationship. You could be thinking about traveling for some of you. I know that that's not necessarily, travel still comes up in the cards, even though, a lot of us have gone through restrictions, social restrictions with the coronavirus. But it could just be simply moving your office closer to the water, or moving closer to water, or just going on a day trip. It could be something that I need to be getting out more, and I need to be walking on the beach, or I need to be whatever that is. The Two of Wands could be anything. I feel like it's exciting. I feel like finally you're kind of like, I've been lifted up and out of this energy here, and I feel like I can get my mojo back. So I feel like I can get going again. So kick-started again. So yeah, and we have this beautiful Ace of Cups, which is healing. Something very powerful is birthing in your life here, Aries. So as frustrating as for some of you this process of transformation and ending could be, it's a very healing process. It can bring great joy. And I think what you get over the other side of it is going to be even bigger and better than if you didn't want to go through that and just kept going. So this is beautiful with this Ace of Cups energy, beautiful healing energy for any heart energy that needed healing, and just rebirth. Joy, stepping into something. So this is lovely. This is really lovely. So let's pull an affirmation card for you, Aries. What does Aries need to know? And because Taurus is coming in really strongly as well, Taurus is all around money and value and body. So it can be around those sort of themes and issues as well. And I feel like there's an old version of that is stepping into a bigger version, a bigger, reclaiming a sense of greater self-worth and value, ultimately is what this is bringing in as well. It says, I am willing to forgive Forgiveness of myself and others releases me from the past. Forgiveness is the answer to almost every problem. Forgiveness is a gift to myself. I forgive and I set myself free. So that's really beautiful. And we kind of did say that there might be some forgiveness associated with this in order to let yourself free, in order to set yourself free. So let's pull a charm for you, Aries. I love this, the skull and crossbones. Something's definitely ended here. You're getting very definite, don't go down that path anymore. A new path is opening, a new direction. Listen to the signs of the universe, because if you keep going down that path, it's going to end up being poisonous for you. It's going to end up not being good for you. So it's very much, letting go of that something is being blocked. You're getting a very definite no and a very definite yes. Do you want this instead? And so I feel like you're going to be saying yes to that, which is really good. So this could be related to health for some of you as well. But I'm kind of wanting to get you out of a toxic, if you kept going down that path, it would become kind of toxic situation for you. So to really, really listen to those internal, that real soul messaging that you're getting inside from your heart and your soul, and really listen to that deep down energy that's coming through. So with the Hermit card, there's this very deep internal wisdom that's coming out and knowledge. So that's also coming and helping, guiding you. So that's it, Aries. Actually, a really lovely reading for you. I'm going to take it over to the extended reading now, where we're going to see what is coming in with this offer, if we can get anything more to do with that, more information around the near future and the offer, plus also what's happening after you step into this lovely Two of Wands and start something new and get your excitement and fire back. So we're going to look at the future beyond and pull some cards for that. And then we're going to pull some cards for career, money, love and relationships, and focus in on those 3 areas. So I'd love it if you come over. The link is in the description box below. I usually pin it to the comments as well. And if this is where we're leaving each other, thank you so much for joining me, Aries. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment or share if you'd like to support the channel, and take care.